And with that, switch over to the desktop camera. So, what we're going to be working on today is going to be, well, we've got the save system finished up in the time in between the last stream and now. I've expanded it to include the procedural generation now, so if I go and start this, we can actually go to the UI and show the new game mint. Why is that not showing? Really? Really? So now you're gonna break on me. I literally disabled it to do the. It's because it's this one. Okay. So now it actually loads things in from the old save version, which we're gonna have to fix. It's a little bit glitchy still, so some things are going to be required to be done here. First thing I want to do is I want to open the user data folder, and then we're just gonna go ahead and delete this. And then go ahead and play. Start. So this should generate everything all at once. There's going to be a little bit of lag. And then it'll start. This is why things need to be fixed, because first these things are spawning in space, or on the planet. Lord, what else is broken here? Also, the player is spawning somewhere they shouldn't. That was one of the last things I'd tried to do here. So, essentially, the last things I'd updated were here in this, in the, it's called the, let's see. So, the part of the thing spawning in the wrong place. Initialize terrain. Find safe spawn point. So it generates the terrain and then it finds the safe spawn point. And then it's going to be is water var tile get custom data walkable. So we need to look at the ground tile set and look at what's set as walkable. So I mean that's right. And then map to local cell. Do I want map to local? I don't think I do. I want map to global. We have to delete the save game. map to local, Godot tile map, cell to global. Tile map to global, map to local. Okay. So, ground layer to global. And then that should still puts it in the wrong spot. Safe spawn found at spawn and player at negative that, negative that. Why is it thinking that that's... Oh, var walkable. Okay. No. Alright, so that's right. So if I okay, fine. Var walkable. If walkable, safe spawn found at ground layer. Let's try that. Get rid of the spawn or the save game. Okay. Yes, it did find a different tile. There we go. Alright. Good deal. So that works fine. Now, I think one thing we need to do is something's going funky. Something's going funky when we generate the initial bootstrap in the save manager here. So actually no, we're doing the initial bootstrap. We're doing the initial bootstrap with sector generator being its own thing. So, how are we doing that, I guess is the main question. That would be... Space gen attempt spawn in chunk. Okay. So, sector generator, attempt to spawn in chunk. Generate system cluster. You know what? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a bootstrap bool equals false. And then if not bootstrap. And then we'll come back to main game, and then we'll do true. So that should, in theory, prevent the load-in of the space stuff in the initial planet. Okay, so he spawns there. Just for giggles. Yeah, you see? I shouldn't be there. Why are those there? Add to tree so it can process if needed. What if we just remove that? What if we just do the initial generation? That seems right. And then if we delete the save game data, and then try it again, I don't think it needs to be added to... Yeah, that works just fine. And this should just not spawn them over here. Yep, that's all right. That looks right. And then if we were to... There we go. And then I have a debug key to go to space. And we should find in the map. Okay. Interesting. There's nothing in the map. And there's nothing in connections. Which does not strike me as good. Yeah, no, that didn't work right. What happens if I go back? Please don't break. Dude, should be like... Yep, okay. Loading cached world generation for planet. Spawn in distant cluster. Could not find data for map. So, sector map. 4 nodes in get node. Is in group. Star, planet, asteroid. 4 node in system nodes. I mean, the only place that cannot find data for map is going to be here. And that's when we're still in Oh, but it only says it once, so it gets it again. Universe generator. Get first node in group. That's all. Universe generator active systems. I could have sworn we had fixed this. Or I had fixed. I could have sworn this had got fixed. Sys center. Apply saved visuals. So, make sector data accessible. Start new campaign. Push, start new games deprecated, blah blah blah. Okay. So, let's see. This is breaking the sector generation a bit. Can we, can you, uh, here, let's just give it the sector generator script. Or no, it has the sector generator script. Example, update chunks. Update chunks. I think I might need to change the sector generator script a bit. This is how I deal with AI, man. So I'm just gonna give it this, that, and then we'll do the open space. And then update the instruction to say sector generator and open space scripts a bit. Can you right now sector generator just generates on instant on ready. Right now sector generator generates on ready, but frankly it's probably better to just do things in open space and call sector generator stuff else. Can you fix it? Or can you do this for me? So we'll let that run, and I'm going to test a few other things that I know are still broken. So this is going to change the resources at some point. They're supposed to be you can hold it down and it'll mine, but yeah, you'll see eventually. So I know that these are still broken. So I'm just gonna put one in the inventory and then reload out. And then in. I just want that in the inventory there. Okay, so the AI is responded. We're going to... It's given me a whole new sector generator, it looks like. Yeah, it's given me a whole new sector generator. It's removed a bunch of things. And then it has given me an updated open space. Yeah. I actually think that these are no longer, that's no longer needed. So let's try that. Oh, yeah, wait, no, I want to um, delete that. Probe customization will come back. It's just giving it a bit. That seems to have, that seems to have, that seems to have worked. So, let's check out, yeah, alright, so it's up there. So, anyway, let's go up into space really quick. Okay, so there, I thought, didn't I? Oh yeah, no, because yeah, because you have to. Oh, why? Yeah, it needs to not do that. Create fixed entity, please. Not physics entity. Not physics entity. Stop with the physics entity. Fixed entity. Two very specific things. Okay, so we have to delete that. Okay, so that explains why that's not in there. Okay. The map's broken again. Slash face. Oh, wait, no. No, no, stop. That's... No, that's not it. That one. Do that. Alright, there's still a lot of cleanup to do. A lot of cleanup to do. So it's given me a new instantiate from chunk for the sector generator. Or instantiate chunk. Okay, cool. Could have sworn Homeboy was... Hello? Did I delete the save? I guess I did. Okay, well, anyway. Oh, it didn't save because it crashed, yeah. Or because I exited. There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright. And so, like, for example, now. Alright. We leave this one. Come back down here. Dude should still be... Where... Okay, where even was it? Okay. It's got an empty inventory. Cool. Close. Start. Start. Quick load. Equally quick load. And it's all the same. Alright, good. Good. Very good. Okay. Now we're gonna close this. Ah, wait, no. I need to do that in a different order. We're gonna start. We're gonna go to space. We're gonna move the camera that way so it generates two new systems. And then we're gonna go back to the planet. We're gonna go back to space. Why did that not... Hmm. Generate single system, generate system cluster. Does it did it make it so that it intentionally doesn't load them in until a certain... Well, now why is it... Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave that for now. So, we'll have, Next thing is gonna bring back the menu that lets you choose new game, uh, or resume game, and then it'll overwrite the save or uh, load the save, or delete the save, or create a save, so on and so forth. Or alternatively, we can just do very early on a save manager. So we'll have new game and then like load game, for example. And then the load game menu will be a whole separate menu. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's add the save game manager now. Or the save game menu now. So I'm going to have Godot, or have Gemini, write me a basic help me implement a menu to select from, delete, or to load, or to view, delete, and load saves. So it's probably going to require creating like a save game thing, or like a scene to represent the items in a list, for example. Um, Handful of other things. Okay. So it's given me a new save manager, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to implement these by hand. So we're going to change this to we're going to change the current save file. Well, not implement it by hand, but I'll not just completely replace it. Actually, it looks like there's not even that much. So we'll add multi-save management underneath that, and then we'll do this, and we'll replace the save game and load game. Oh, those were the last. Okay, that was it anyway. Okay. And then we're going to need to create a script. Yeah, we'll create a new scene too. New user interface control, save menu, add VBox container. We'll move over into 2D for this. We'll attach a script here, and we'll name it save menu tscn and save menu gd. And export save list container, add child, button. We'll make that as the first parent, or first child in their new game. And then this gets linked to that. and then save menu gets added to here. Make it like that big, just for now. And then we'll edit this really quick. Okay. Restart. Haha, cool. Load. Huh? Res. Yeah. Okay. Start. Ah. Right. Okay. No, dumping them into space as the hub is not the appropriate one. Dumping them into the ground as the hub is. Save game.dat. Load. A. So the resources are actually going to have more than just what they have. Like it's gonna be like two or it's gonna be like 100 per node, and then workers will harvest from. There's gonna be carry capacities and things and so on and so forth. So look, one. Oh. So, you can get a good amount of resources and things now, as opposed to before where it was you have to walk around and break your head open to try to get any at all. So, cool. Well, we've got that working. We've got the planet level working. um, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. When we change levels, we are no longer going to do that bit. We are going to do game UI controller. Connections up. Connections. Okay. One last thing for the AI. Okay. So the humanoid or so entities showing up after the list is, or after they are freed is happening again. I've loaded ground twice and have 3 humans when I only had one. Oh wait, no, I worded that wrong. Um, Showing up in the connection list after they are freed is happening again. That's what I meant to say. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Wait, that's not right. Why is that happening? Never mind. Why do I have... Why are there 3? There should there should not be 3. Okay, there's 1. Game saved. Save a 1 dat. Game loaded. Save a 1 dat. There's 1. Is that just a screwed up save? I think that was just a screwed up save. What happens if I reset? Yeah, that was just a screwed up save. Okay. Interesting. It wasn't, that was weird. So, wait. I mean, It was just a screwed up save. Huh. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I did that. You can, yeah. Oh, I need to fix that. How about this with the right click menu? Um, if time open, just do, yeah, let's just do that. That way it's not. So, um, await get tree dot frame process frame. Reset. Process frame dot. No. Okay. I guess maybe I do need that. Yeah. Just don't spam right click. Yeah, here. Maybe I should add a camera go to instead of what? Okay, what did I? Okay. Does it wait? Was it not working if it? Oh no, it just yeah. Okay. Ooh, how about this? How's that feel? 0.45. Okay, cool. That feels fine. I mean, you can spam open it, but they close. So it's like, doesn't really matter too much. So, okay. Let's see. What next? I mean, I know what I want to do, but that bit's kind of secret. Like, I don't want to do the secret. Not on stream. I don't know what to do now. I mean, like, I'm close, guys. I'm close. So I mean, I don't know. What if I did? I mean, I said I was gonna do the menu, the new game menu. So, or the main menu, I should say. So, I guess also figure out in the save menu, new game button. If saves is empty. Oh, that's why. Okay. So, save menu and new game menu. And then the main, yes, here we go. Main computer is what's going to control those. Oh. So here's what we can do. Main computer, do a copy of that and a paste of that and a whole like delete of the contents of that. And like delete of the contents of that. And then we put save menu there. And we open an editor. We get rid of that. And we get rid of that. And we get rid of that. And click play. Good. Beautiful. Perfect. Absolute perfection. And then let's say we came in here and let's say we closed this. No. Stop. Not that. That. Close that. And then copy that. Copy this. And rename it to test that. And then click play. Oh, okay. Start new game. Show. Okay. And then tab 1, saved games. Saved games. Make that full screen. Beautiful. Absolute beauty. Oh my god. I'm, I'm, wow. It just keeps getting more and more real to me. Like, I'm actually making it. And I know that, like, I'm, this is, there's nothing there yet, really. But the thing exists still. Like, the base fundamentals are there now. And I'm really close to stage 2. There's still a handful of things I have to tidy up that I can tidy up right now on stream. So, for example, this. This 9 patch here. It's now something like, let's see. $33, $33, and 5, as opposed to 27. So 33, 33. And then this should be, let's see, size 33 by 33. And then we're going to anchor it top right, make it a capital X. And then this margin container, constants, 30, yeah, that looks good. $35, we'll go with 35, and Why is the margin right? Why? Uh, alright. We're just gonna leave that. So that's now the right margins. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. That button on the new game menu. Or on this one. Um, oh, those anchors. Center left. That's gonna screw no, it doesn't. Okay. Well then in that case, you know what? Center. Okay, that messed with it. Alright, that's fine. Oh yeah, it wasn't even the main computer, it was it was the new game menu. I'm silly. This button here. Um, top right. Oh, and you know what? It was actually 27 by 27 with a little bit of movement here. You know what? We'll do this. That. Oh, yep. This one too. Patch margin 33, 33. Put you there. And there. Okay. So main computer. This margin terminal. This margin. Theme overrides. Constants. It's like 35. Okay. Okay. Why is that now empty? Okay. Alright. I am liking this a little bit more and more every time I touch it. We've got this all back now. Oh, I need to add the new controls. There's 3 new controls for the user interface. Also, I need to find a way to save all this. Right, that's one menu. That's one that needs one too. Um, you there to there. Doot, doot. I'm quite pleased with this so far. All right, that's not bad, right? Like that don't look terrible. Let's check this out. Let's go full screen with it for you guys. That way it's not full screen for me. So obviously that needs to be hidden. But like you got this user interface, you got this user interface, and then I'm pretty sure I thought those were the same size, but they're not. I should make the main menu the same size. Right? I mean, oh no, my computer's not gonna like this. Restored? Minimize? Okay. Um, so UI panels, and then UI panel 1. We'll take this size, 317, 530. 317. Hmm? 530. 317. 530. And so now that'll be a little bit taller and a little bit thinner. Hmm. 560. No. No. 350. A little bit wider. And then we'll make the UI panel the same size. 350. And then, oh yeah, the margin container here. This needs, oh wait, no, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, duh. But I am gonna put this over here for now for a minute, actually, just because I want to check something. Okay, right. So, UI panels, this, layout, transform. Nope, not that one. This one. 350, 530. Okay. This full rect. Actually, we need to change this. This needs to change to a canvas layer, I believe. And then we need to fix the script to be extends canvas layer. So that should fix one of the issues that I was having, I believe, which would be when I when I for example open this UI and full screen it. Yes, good. Why? That's why. That's exactly why. That's funny. That's actually really funny. The start new game button shouldn't be available in the middle of a game, so yeah. Hmm. Okay. So with this now, then we need a way to. I guess we can just hide the main menu if it's went like no matter what. Screw it. Let's go to here and then game UI controller. On a change level, we we do main computer visible false. And that should just work. Bingo. Cool. Unless now, I guess, yeah, we do want. Well, we have no way to go back to the main menu right now. That's fine. My army of ill-gotten minions. That's funny. Okay. I guess let's just do something funny. Well, funny. Stupid. Where are you? You are way down here. So we'll bring you here. We'll bring you up here. We'll bring you. Oh, hey, here we go. Oh, you guys are on the other half of the fucking island. Uh, disconnect. Where is it all? So there's one here, one. Where'd the other one go? Oh, here. Hidden in the grass. And then, one here and one here. Man, those are spread out. Okay. That kind of gives me a concept of scale for this. That's pretty big, actually. Oh, it didn't fix it. It didn't fix it. I don't like that. I need to figure out why that doesn't work right. So. The saves work. We've got the new game menu going. We need to do a save name for the game menu. Yeah. We need to make it so the new menu, or the new game menu, can set a save name. Um, hmm. Kind of want to just stop this stream. It's that's how I always feel with this. It's like, I mean, sure, there's the possibility of getting viewership, but it's like at the same time, man, you never know. It's just like it's like let's see. Twitch says one, but it doesn't show who. Well, anyway, whatever. So, hmm. I guess working on the next mechanic is really the only thing I can do. I don't really see I don't really see what else like, you know? I mean the save file or yeah, the name of the save file. I mean there's a handful of bug or handful of error messages, but those are related to this. Um that whole menu is probably going to get redone. That's why I'm not worrying about that. God, I hope people play this and enjoy this. It's gonna it's gonna be pretty bare bones on its release for well the tech demo release, but it's a tech demo at the end of the day. It's just to show that things work, things that like show that I can make what I wanted to make. May have taken me a bit to get there, but I'm there. I've enjoyed making this. I've had fun making this, and this is what I wanted to make. This looks exactly like what I wanted. It is the basis of the thing that I would have always wanted to play as a kid. And the better thing is, the even better thing is, let's give it a second here. Give my task manager time to catch up with life. The even better thing is, it is essentially, it's essentially using nothing processing wise right now. So as I progress, as it gets bigger, I don't see much impact happening. So should be interesting. really don't know where to go from here. The next thing is going to be making it so that these can be placed in the world again. Because what happens right now, because of how I changed the way things work, when we do this, and it gives me a new person that it shouldn't. Wow, that's a lot. Oh hey, well there's this one right here. That's nice. 1, 2. 1, 2. Take one more. And one more. And I do this. See, crashes. No such world object. Well, so that's actually an easy fix. But the thing is, I'm going to be moving them over to they currently exist as the old entity system, and so I need to move them into the new entity system and get them set up with that. So it's gonna be a thing. I need to figure out how I want to handle the placing of them, like, because it's not gonna work the same with the new manager. See, um, so yeah, we'll figure that one out. That's what we should do. It's not the next mechanic, but it's the foot towards the next mechanic. I guess I kind of forgot that that needs to get fixed. I'll fix this one by hand, or I'll try to. So the way it currently works is that the item has a definition. If it's a placeable one, it'll have world object. Right now it's not working because the world objects are pointing to the old paths, which don't exist. The scenes exist. They exist somewhere else, but I don't want to instantiate them as these world object types. Instead, I need them instantiated as entity types first. So what I'm thinking is perhaps what I need some sort of holder for the placeable object. Or for placeable, yeah, for placeable objects. And then the item definition will just point it to what type of placeable object it's going to place. And so when you click an item, it will instantiate the holder, and then the holder, when placed, will create the entity. Whereas right now it's just when you click it, it instantiates it. So process will be placeable entity holder, place, create entity, entity creates its object. And we'll continue to use entity type. And so with that, then we do statics, entities. Scene 2D scene world object placer. Yeah, world object placer. So we'll have world object placer, and world object placer will hold the data for what is being placed, and then when it's placed, pass that into the entity manager. Heck, it might even just be worthwhile to create the instance of the entity or an untracked instance of the entity, and then just move it into tracked form. So say, screw it, let's just give this a script. So we're gonna want an entity manager entity type. Yeah, here we go. We can just load this before we actually, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. No. Var placed object type equals entity manager dot entity type var place object preview equals node 2D. Okay. Var set resource set placed object type type entity manager void placed object preview equals load entity manager dot what was it? Resources type dot oh wait what dot no, it's just that, yeah, no, just that, right, right. Yeah. var func dot instantiate func process. Oh wait, no, it's right there. Placed object preview dot global position equals get global mouse position. And then get tree, get first node in group. This is gonna be get first node in group. What am I calling it? Level? Literally just level, I think. Yeah, just level. Get first node in group level. Dot add child placed object preview. Okay. So, pass. I want that. If entity type in item var placer equals new. Where was it? No, no, I had that right. No, I didn't. World object placer. Add child. Self.global position. Okay. And then item visual placer equals load world object placer dot set placed object type. Oh my god. There we go. Item dot entity type. get tree, get first node in group level, dot add child, placer. Okay. So, items, entity type, I'm going to want to add to the inventory of, I'm just going to do for every entity right now. Actually, no, the player entity. The first, because, ooh, we now have this. Create fixed entity. Oh, no, 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 no. Create fixed entity. So, entity manager. EM entity. Inventory. Okay, EM entity. EM entity. EM entity. Create entity. Inventory dictionary equals empty. Inventory dictionary equals empty. Entity dot inventory equals inventory. Entity dot inventory equals inventory. And then one. And so we do this. Oh. The one time I don't click new game. The one time I needed to click new game. It's funny. Alright, let's see. Oh hey, spawned right there this time. Probe. Set, placed, up. Yeah. Ah, alright, that worked. That worked easier than I was expecting it to, frankly. Wow. That's simple and simple and quick. Um, and the fun thing with this is it's not yet instantiating it as an actual entity, so it's not like, you know, uh, melting. That's not what I'm actually meant. That's not what I actually meant to say. Um, so, oh, wait. I just saw something. Interesting. Why is the camera not actually... Okay, so it is actually still treating it like a real entity, but like at the same time not. Um, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably add, or, well no, there is the set placed object item type. Um, entity, yeah, is being placed. Is being placed on use process. Oh yeah, because that's the C body 2D. Um, let's see. So, this. So we can get rid of that. Hmm? Yeah, now we can get rid of that. Process command, save script, load script, physics process. If is being placed, return, and then we're just gonna copy that. I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. Okay. We'll do the same, except for we're actually just gonna get rid of that and instead make it that. And the same thing for this. Okay. Where is the A lot of those are really not necessary, but they're just safety things. I mean, I guess they are necessary in that case. So, with world object placer, placed object preview. I did something here. Oh, no, no. Placed object preview is being placed equals true. Func process. Global position, global mouse skip position. Um, let's do, I think it's divided by vector 2, vector 2, 632.0, 32.0 plus vector 2, 16.0, 16.0. No. Go back to that. Okay, so func process if input dot is wait, no, I was literally just looking at something. I was just looking at it. It was here. Input is action pressed. Input is action pressed. Where was it? We're gonna do project settings, input map, place object, add an input of left mouse button. There's actually a lot of controls that we have to add now that I'm looking at it. self.q. Alright, cool. That works. So the next thing is going to be to make an actual entity at that position. You know, sitting here listening to this music just made me want to make my own music for this, for the game. And it makes me wonder if there's anything I can find online Alright, this looks simple enough that I might be able to figure it out. Oh, okay. Easy frowny. Oh, okay. All good boys deserve fudge, I think. Hmm, I see, okay. Oh, I see. I like that. That's going good. One, one, two, two. Okay. Doom, 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 doom. Actually, make these three. It's gonna be the same, but inverted. Like that. Yeah, that sounds odd. Why does that sound weird? Width. That? That? No. That. Oh, because that's a full length. Okay. Ooh. No, that's not what I wanted. But thanks. Oops. That's also not what I wanted. Okay. Okay. Okay, so one of these becomes 4, which becomes this, and then this one becomes 4. That sounds funky wonky. Why does that sound funky? Oh, yeah, that's why. Alright, 4 is weird. I think that might be why. It just sounds wrong. Oh, I know. I know what we can do. There we go. That sounds better. Okay. Now what happens if we do... Okay. Okay. Let's bring this down to 160. And then like a C sharp. Okay. Now let's add some extra tones in here. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four. Oh, I'm digging that now. Let's try synth 2. No. Okay. I'm digging that loop, so we're just gonna continue it through. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4. 2, 1, 4. One. Okay. Okay, what if we brought the tempo down a bit? No, that's too slow. 150. Minor modification to 2. And minor modification to 1. Okay. What else do we have? So, we're gonna probably want something like a harp. What the hell? And I thought this was simple. What? Can we there. Nah, that just sounds terrible. Let's see. How's that sound? What about a backup to 160? I don't know. That may sound like shit to someone, but it doesn't sound terrible to me. Let's see. String synth. Oh, there's different. What was the synth I was using? I think it was just like the first one. Retro presets. Ooh, if we go back down to. No, actually. I'm liking that. That's pretty chill. Maybe on these, bring this down from up there to like there. And then perhaps that. All right, let's try that. Ah, yes, 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 yes. I see a problem. Okay, I don't like these notes here. Okay, on one, there's an issue here somewhere. Alright, let's see. I like that. That's fun. How exactly? There we go. Okay, so two. Oh, sorry. Okay, so what I'm quickly learning is that I am not a music design or not a musician. Yeah, whatever.